Hello everyone, overall to all the ladies out there. This video is dedicated to them. It's dedicated to a marvelous, gorgeous disabled girl. So with a physical disability just like me, or just like me with little issues in her body like my full figure, my not so high height. Today I want to talk overall to them, but to all those travelers who have a disability. I want to talk to them because this will be a video on tips for girls and all travelers who want to fully enjoy their experience of traveling, even being with a disability. So I wanted to introduce all of myself to you guys because as you know from former videos, with my job I want overall to let all the marvelous girls out there who are dealing with a little issue, a disability or a problem, and also to all the people who are that you can still enjoy to the fullest this world and you can discover it your own way. So let's get started with our tips. So that's me from a closer point of view, as you already know. And as you can see, you always have to look closer to understand and fully appreciate things. And that's something I suggest you do also during your trips. So let's get started. So I will give you 5 tips today, 5 quick tips on how a disabled lady or any disabled traveler could still fully live his or her experience of traveling. But before that, I just would like to share with all of you something personal. Traveling is something that really helped me discover that my limits are larger than I thought, and discover that I can. And I really wish that you would have the same experience, so that all of you will discover through traveling that you can do it. And no matter how, there are plenty of ways, there are plenty of different ways to do things, there are plenty of different places, there are plenty of different possibilities, and out there are a lot of people willing to help, and there are a lot of solutions, there are a lot of places that you can reach, different kind of paths. So what I want to say to you is really, please do it. Don't worry, don't have fears, just go. Try it and go out the door and take a plane and go and travel. Traveling is something that has helped me feel better with myself, because I discovered that I really could do a lot of things that I didn't think I could do, and I discovered that I can push my limits, and that I can challenge myself, challenge my body. Everybody has his own or her own boundaries and limits, and everybody has their own fears and everything. But I really discovered that I could do things I could have never imagined I would have been able to do, and I did. And I think that something that really helps, and in my experience that really pushed me, was my enthusiasm, my curiosity, my passion, my will to arrive there, my will to discover the place I was going to, and sometimes my will to discover the restaurant that was at the end. Find your own goals, find your own passion, find your own thing that will help you go on. Oh, tip number 1. So when you are booking your hotel or any place you will be staying at, I suggest that you contact them directly just to explain them very, very well and in a very specific way your situation, your needs. I suggest that you explain this very clearly, because sometimes people that don't usually or daily deal with those things can have problems in perfectly understanding what real and actual needs of a person are. It isn't likely that people would give you a very wrong place to stay in. Sometimes it has happened to me that they had given me houses or rooms or places that were not so good for me, but I always had the possibility to change them in place. So I went there, I said that it wasn't what I wanted, and I always had a second chance and always found myself being very happy and comfortable at the end. Tip number 2. I am talking from my personal experience, which, as you have seen, is the one to wear leg braces. But I am talking also to all of those people who are using any other kind of, let's say, medical supply. I suggest, and I always do that when I travel, that you, for as heavy and complicated and huge these things could be, to bring with you another copy, let's say, of your devices. I always bring an older copy of my braces, so as I have to change them every 2 years more or less before, because I was growing, now not anymore. But yeah, I have my old ones. I always bring with me my old braces, so I suggest that you bring with you your old device. Maybe if they're not so perfect anymore, maybe they're not so comfortable and useful, it doesn't matter, it's always better than nothing. I really suggest that you do that, even though I never had those kind of problems, and you will probably not have the need for them. I suggest that you do those things just because I like to have an exit door. I like to have a second chance, so another possibility. And this will just give you the possibility to be more at ease and calm, and to face your adventure of traveling with all of the comfort and secureness, because you know that at least you will have something that will help you. So tip number 3. Tip number 3 is somehow related to the second one, and I suggest you that you not only take with you your devices, but you also, if possible and if you're able to, bring with you what you need to just fix them a little bit. If you should have any problem while in your way. With my braces, I had to bring with me some leather pieces, some sponge stuff that I could put if something inside got broken. Sometimes it happens when you just force them because you overdo your exercise because you go visiting and stuff, and I always could just fix them in some way. So this is always, let's say, an exit door, something that will make sure that you are at ease when you travel. So tip number 4, when you are planning your trip and when you are booking it, something that I highly suggest you to do is to make a research on which are the places in the surroundings of where you are heading to that could be of any help for you. So for instance, hospitals or any kind of place and professional that could be of any help for your problem, and just contact them before you travel, before you go, just to let them know that you're there, and that in case you will go ask them for help, and this will just give you the chance to know that there is someone there, and you will be able to find them. You will already know how to find them and where. They will already know about you, about your situation, about the fact that you are there. I just give you a couple of examples from my own personal experience as a traveler. So, this is a little odd because I'm going to talk to you about the United States, and probably some of you are from there, but I'm from Italy. So it happened to me that when I was in the United States many years ago, I had to take my medicine and I ran out of it, so I needed to have some more, and I just had no troubles in finding the way to go to a doctor, see them, and explain them what I needed, and to obtain the document I needed to go to the pharmacy and buy, of course, not the exact same medicine I take here in Italy, but something very similar with which I felt very good with, and everything went fine, and I was really happy with that. I'm telling you that because it can happen that sometimes in the place you're visiting, the way to do certain things is not always the same. So maybe you will have to know how they do things there, for instance, in offices, and how you need to get the things done in a formal way. So it's better if you always take your informations before departure, and this will also help you to feel safe and to be in fact safe when you will maybe need it. Almost everywhere there are hospitals and medicines and medics and doctors and everything you should need, but in some places it can be that they are known not to have those kind of services, but in the end they do have them. You will always find a way to find them and to find help and to find people and professionals which are willing to help. And last but not least, if you really don't feel like organizing all these things on your own, or you feel a little pressure about that, you feel a little anxious about that, there is always me and my Il Milione di Vie service, which, as you know, it's a consulting service for travelers with special and particular needs. So you can always get to me for maybe if you even don't want me to organize your full trip and you already did it yourself, you can always ask me to take care of those aspects and of those things, and it will be a pleasure for me to do it for you. So thanks for watching. I really would appreciate in this particular case if you would comment down below this video, because this is something I really care about, and I would like to know what you think. And of course, always remember that you can find my contacts on the
profile page here on YouTube of Il Milione di Vie Viaggi, and I'll see you next time with next video. Bye bye.